so we're starting the 2025 Grubbies. So with this, I want to make sure that everyone has time to speak, everyone has time to make sure that they say the amazing things that they can say. This is ultimately about you guys. So all my athletes, all the amazing things that you've accomplished, but please keep it short, keep it sweet, be able to make sure that everyone has time to speak here tonight. Alrighty, so Jake Martinelli will start by introducing.
Alright, thank you all for being here tonight. Just want to give a couple quick thank yous. Thank you to all the coaches that were able to be here tonight, all the administration, President Tandy, our new athletic director, David Crum. Thank you guys all for a great year. Special thank you to all the athletes that are here tonight. We're here to celebrate you. And then a very, very special thank you to both the Grubbys committee within our SAC committee for putting this on tonight, and as well as Ryan Weiss, who was able to kind of lead us throughout the entire year. So thank you guys all tonight, and I hope this is a great night for all of you.
Alrighty, next we'll have Alana Howard here to give some recognition.
Hey guys, I'm Alana. I'm our secretary for SAC, and I would just like to really thank our athletic trainers for taking care of us throughout the year. We definitely couldn't do it without you guys because we are in there all the time if we're injured. You just keep us safe and healthy. So we do have some gifts. If you guys would join me up here, we'll hand them out to you. And I'd just like to thank each of you individually. So Kayla Burney, Becca Giederman, Hannah Wendell, Caitlin Kroll, and Haley Nankimmel.
Alrighty, I was informed I'm already doing a terrible job. Up for remarks is President Tandy, who I accidentally skipped over.
Problem at all. I think it's fitting because here at Mines, our students come first, right? Of course. All right, Hot Rockers, how's everybody doing tonight? Good? So I've been on the job now almost 4 months. This is my first Grubbies, and very excited to be here. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate you on all of your success this year. So how about another round of applause for all of our student athletes. Sadly, I was definitely not college athlete material, but I have had the opportunity over the years to work with a lot of our student athletes, and I have a lot of respect for all of the hard work and dedication you put in to not only your sport, but also here at Mines being an engineer or a scientist, and I know how hard those programs are. So congratulations for all of your success. We wish you all the best of luck in future seasons and for everything you do beyond here. I know that you could have gone somewhere else, you could have taken an easier route, you could have gone to BH, but you didn't. You made the right choice. You made us incredibly proud, so thanks for all that you do for us.
Alrighty, I'll try to stick to the schedule a little bit better. I want to thank all of our coaches and everyone here for doing all the work they had to put this together. SAC, the committee, able to put this together so all of you can get the recognition you deserve. Ultimately, you guys wouldn't be able to achieve the amazing things you do without all the staff here in front. So let's give them a big hand of applause. I'd also like to mention our pep band in the back, all that they do to keep the energy at every game and everything alive. Alrighty, so a few directions. So when you come on stage, please come on this side of the stage. Make sure to come up here. The coaches will also come from this side of the stage as we present the award. Coaches, make sure that we keep it short and sweet. Obviously, I like to talk a lot. There wasn't really enough room for 2 announcers here because I take up way too much time. So we just got to make sure that we keep it short, sweet. Everyone gets to have the recognition they have, but everyone gets the amount of time they need to talk. Alrighty. So, up first, for the awards, we first have the band award presented by Dakota Remington.
Alrighty, hi everybody, how's everyone doing? Well, you know, I'm Dakota Remington. I was the previous head director last year, and I got re-elected for head director for the next year, so you're stuck with me. So, I'd like to extend a personal thank you to everyone in the pep band, just because I know that their schedules are busy as heck right now, and so just the fact that you're all here, it really is a treat beyond wonder that you're here. So, thank you again for members of the pep band. I'm Cassie. Right there, Cassie, thank you so much for your input and your just communication with the pep band over the past years and years and years. It's been always a treat talking to you, and you run things so smoothly, so just thank you again. All right, finally on to the awards. Yes, awards. So, here we go. So, pep band has an award. It's called the Pep Band MVP, Most Valued Player. So now, sometimes the definition of most valued player changes from year to year. Sometimes it's the most committed, but sometimes it's the most improved, in which case, this year is the most improved pep band awardee. In which, drum roll please. The award for Pep Band MVP is Laura Hubbs! Gonna get pep band on 5. 1, 3, 5, pep band!
All right, up next is the football award presented by Coach Floor.
Good evening, great to see everybody. I also want to start off with a few thank yous to the SAC committee, everything that you guys do for our student athletes and our university. Very appreciative. Congratulations again to all the student athletes that are here tonight. Super proud of how you guys not only handle yourselves on the court, on the field, but also in the classroom. President Tandy, thank you for everything that you've done in your short period of time. Learned a lot about this guy, especially you football guys. He stood out in the rain the whole game of the Colorado Mesa game, even before he was here, truly employed here. So it says a lot about his commitment, not only for us as an athletic department, but as well as the university. Our administrative team, thank you for putting up with me and my staff for the amount of work that we have you guys do. The medical staff, thank you, Caleb and Hannah, for everything you guys do for our program. The strength staff, Ben, Garrett, thank you guys for everything you do. My staff, I've got a few of them back there in the corner. Thanks for everything you guys do for our program. We even got little Titus over there. Wave your hand, Titus. There you go. Big guys over there. Not all of the seniors are here tonight, but we had 27 seniors that graduated this past season. So really proud of them. They left their legacy within our football team. Their 4-year stretch was 24-20, which was the best 4-year stretch since the 1982 to 1985 season. that's about 98% of you weren't even alive during that time, just for you math people. So again, very appreciative for you guys, you seniors, and what you've done for our football program. Our team GPA last year was a 3.05, which was the highest GPA in the fall that our program has had in a long period of time. Shows our commitment to our program athletically as well. And then this spring we put together 1,440 hours worth of community service. So very appreciative for our guys getting out in the community and doing the things that they do to make sure we get the support out in the community. Just to recap of the season, it was really honestly kind of a roller coaster type of season for us. We finished 6-5 this past year, 5-4 in the conference, but when you go back and look at a lot of our games, we played really well, and then we struggled at times. But I think what I'm super proud of, and probably the most rewarding for me as a coach, I've been doing this for 25 years, was just how our team really stuck together through the tough times. When you go back and look at a lot of the games, we're probably 10 plays away from being a 8-3 and a 9-2 football team, and we talked about that a lot. And once we started really focusing on ourselves and competing at a high level and just worrying about us as a football program and not anybody else, our kids really played well, and I'm super happy for them and how they finished the year on a 3-game win streak. Our team MVP this year, super great kid, you know, has been a part of our program for 4 years. He was a 4-year starter for us. This year, statistically, 13 field goals in one season, which tied a school record. Season average of 44.1 yards per punt, which is a record. Longest punt of 81 yards, which is a school record. And number of punts inside of the 20-yard line 16 times, which is tied for a school record. Also broke 3 career points records. Career points 259, career field goals of 36, and career PATs of 151. Your football MVP, CT, Connor Taylor.
Yes, alrighty, already ahead of schedule. Next award, presented by Coach Lauren.
Listen, I figure since y'all got dressed up, I'm just going to take as long as I want because you didn't get dressed up for nothing, alright? So I'm going to not take a whole lot of time. I'm going to echo everything that Charlie said. All the thank yous to all the people, 1,000% to SAC. I wish the pep band stayed for my speech because I was going to give them a lot of love. But thank you to the pep band. We have lost 3 games at home in 2 years, and they have been gone for 2 of them. So without the pep band, we are not ourselves, and I am very gracious for them and all that they do. Thank you to my assistant coach, Annika. If you don't know Annika, she's the greatest person alive. She had my back. I was gone for 3 months in maternity leave in the winter, and the ship kept on sailing. So without Annika, we would all die. Thank you for my administration. Obviously, they do a whole lot. I want to thank our game administration. You know, we continue to have the best home environment in our MAC volleyball, and I mean that as a fact. And I think that's because we put a lot of effort into how we do things. And then lastly, thank you to Garrett and Becca. No shade to all the rest, but I think I have the best strength and training staff in the whole world. They are so phenomenal and so good to us, and they make us stronger, and I'm very thankful for all of them. So, a little recap on our season. We started off our season going to Costa Rica, which was pretty awesome. I highly suggest sitting on the beach with your team to like really build on team chemistry. It was a really great experience. 9 days, played some volleyball, did some community service, had a lot of fun, kind of just got us ready to compete. This fall, we finished with the best record we've had since we've been D2 again. We finished 3rd in the RMAC, which is our highest ever finish. We had our first regional ranking. We had 5 girls named to the all-conference team, which is pretty awesome. I'll get into that. We have a 3.5 team GPA in the fall, and it's definitely going to be higher this spring, right? That's what I thought. Okay, and then I thought some cool highlights that we had. We beat Mine, Shadrick, and DH, which for me is like kind of important. I think Pueblo's on there too, but let's just beat everybody. I think for me the highlight of the season was reverse sweeping Colorado Mines at their gym. That one sticks with me forever. That was a lot of fun. One thing that I want to just say, it's really important for me to have everyone hear about my team, because I spend a lot of time talking about my team to other people, but I think it's important that I give them a lot of love in this sense, because this team is very special. Right now we have 14 girls that are returning that are just going to absolutely continue to raise the bar, raise the level of our program. They are all in, and they are all good, and they are all smart, and I just couldn't ask for the core group that we have right now to be better. It's just, the grass is greener where you water it, and I feel like they are all in on this team and this program, and we're going to be in the NCAA tournament next fall, so you can watch out for us, so we'll go. I want to give a shout out to my 4 seniors, so can my 4 seniors stand up? Yeah, that's what I said, stand up. Get up. Yeah, all right. I gotta give some love, okay? So these are our 4 seniors. Stand up. You didn't get dressed up or nothing. Grimmy, Kylie, Jenna, and Ale, I just want to thank you for obviously all of your time that you've given to this program. Kylie's been here for 37 years. Grimmy's been here for 4. Jenna and I have been here for 2, and obviously we are going to very much miss you, but all the love and all the passion you guys have put into this program, we couldn't have done without you, so thank you. You can sit down. Before I announce my MVP, I just got to shout out a few of our kids and a few of our accomplishments on the court, because it's, you know, a sport, there is no win loss. So I'm going to start with Kylie. Kylie was our setter. She's first team all conference. She hit her 3,000th career assist this fall. She was academic all-district, first team all-RMAC academic, setter of the week once, should have been like 12 times, and she broke the school record for assists in a match this year. So we're very, very proud of Kylie. Ale hit her 1,500 career kills this year, which is very hard to do. She was first team all-conference, first team all-region, honorable mention all-American. She was player of the week once, academic all-district, and first team all-RMAC academic. And she led the conference in kills, points, and lots of other things. Jenna hit her 1,000 career kills this year, which is, again, it's very hard to do, and we're very proud of Jenna. She's also honorable mention all RMAC, as well as Ivy was honorable mention all RMAC. So having 5 of you on there was pretty awesome. Okay, now for our MVP. So our MVP is Hannah Bennis, but you're not going to get up here, okay? So I need to talk a little bit about Hannah and all the great things that she's done. Hannah is our libero. She's the one that wears a different color jersey, real important. Without Hannah, we all dead. So Hannah will be next year, the RMAC Defensive Player of the Year. It's very, very impressive, very important. We're all proud of Hannah. She was first team all RMAC, okay? She had 1,000 digs this fall. She hit 1,000 digs this fall in just 3 years. She also hit 100 career aces, which she's only 3 away from 150. So we're gonna hit maybe 200 in her senior year. She was Defensive Player of the Week twice. Her team and our team awards voted her most valuable teammate. So she's not just a baller, she's also a great teammate and a great leader. And she was second team all region as well. So give it up for my team and give it up for Hannah Bennis, MVP.
Alrighty, up next is Joe Stevens presenting the Cross Country Award.
So, I'm not going to be as polished of a speaker as my 2 predecessors. I ate dinner right before this, unlike I tell my athletes to do, and your digestion is very slow when you're nervous, and so I'm going to take Hoffman pauses to breathe and allow myself to relax. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. You look amazing. Remind me of what it's like to be young and not old, fat, and bald. They also said that the MVPs would be up here in case my dementia allowed me to forget who I'm actually honoring. I'm thankful for that. I'm not even kidding. I also wrote them on my hand. Okay, so I think we're going to go with the ladies first. Pretty cool stuff. It was a little bit of a battle in my mind to pick the MVP for women's cross country. We had the best season in school history since we went to Division II. We finished the highest we've ever been in the RMAC conference. Those of you that know and those of you that don't, I'm going to tell you anyway. RMAC in cross country is the #1 Division II cross country conference in the country. There's the #1, the #3, the #5, the #7, the #11, the #13, and I think the #17 team in the country all come from our bloody conference. So our ladies at the conference championship knocked off one of those teams. This young lady led us at our championship meets, and she's an awesome senior. We're going to miss her. We're going to miss her leadership, her hard work. Yeah, Allison Knight. Okay, so for men, by the way, I'm going to segue here. I do apologize. Once again, my predecessor coaches did a much better job of thanking everyone, but I'm going to save it till the very end because I have to come up here twice. So I'm not forgetting about all of you important people, and I mean that seriously, not in jest, but I'll thank you at the end. Guys cross country. Guys team is crazy. When I came here, I think we had 11 dudes, and we had 26 this fall. Yeah, the team's growing, the team's getting better, the team's got big goals. This fall, we chased an NCAA berth. We chased it so hard, we knocked on the door. You know, power ranking wise, we were right at 35th, 36th in the country. Just a couple spots away from going throughout the majority of the year. I love these guys. They're hardworking. They work as hard as the 7 years I spent on the Division I level. And that's one thing I want to encourage everyone. You might be a Division II athlete, but it doesn't mean you can't work as hard or harder than your Division I opponents. In fact, I'll say at this particular school, which I described to my recruits as a big boy and a big girl school, because you have to be more mature, more dedicated, have better life skills. Our guys exemplify that as much as they can, unlike when we're leaving for a meet and the driver's side door is open and the rest of the doors are locked, and I come out 10 minutes later and the entire men's team is still standing around waiting for me to open the bloody van. And I'm like, guys, how come you haven't loaded your bags yet? And they're like, well, it's not open. I'm like, you do math with letters. That's a lot better than me, and you can't find the unlock button on the unlocked driver's side. Anyway, you know, at the women's senior dinner, a really cool thing was they had this speaker, awesome gal, and she talked about how mental development for males is slower than females. And oh, good Lord, I am so happy I have a daughter and not a son. But back to this fellow. He was our top guy for the majority of the season in the fall. He's going to be a team captain. He got voted in, had the most number of votes of our captains that are going to be going in fall of 25. We knocked off some top 25 teams, had school record performances in our 8K team average. He runs 100 miles a week. Joran Lamaru, I believe I got his name.
so next we have men's soccer, presented by Cassie.
All right, I don't know if I can live up to the laughs that Coach Stevens brought, and I want to try. So, it's an honor to be here tonight to speak about our men's soccer team and their season. The year was filled with challenges, but through every obstacle, the team stood tall, growing not only as athletes, but individuals and teammates. While the results may not have reflected their ambitions, the unwavering effort, dedication, and commitment of each player speaks volumes. Their season has been a journey of grit, resilience, and unity, qualities that have been clear to anyone who's followed them closely. And for that, they should be incredibly proud. I'd like to take a few minutes to highlight a few of their successes. The program received an RMAC Player of the Week recognition when goalkeeper Daniel Freitas helped lead the Hard Rocker defense to a strong 1-0-1 start to the RMAC season. Hayden Jaramillo capped off his career by tying the school's all-time assist record. In a sport where goals are rare and everyone counts, 9 of our matches were decided by just a single goal. Proof of just how close they were, time and time again, to turning the tide and earning a result. And most notably, 8 players were named to the RMAC Academic All-Honor Roll, a testament to their hard work off the field as well. This spring season, the players came in focused. Coach Rob shared a few notes with me for this part. The spring season, the guys came in really focused, hungry to improve and open to new style of coaching. Their mindset was one of growth and commitment and unity, which made all the difference. Tonight, we want to recognize one individual who has stood out. I'm going to break the mold, so when I say your name, come on up while I talk. The MVP for this season's men's soccer team is Ryder Grow. A little about Ryder. Ryder is the kind of player who leads by example every single day, both on and off the field. He brought intensity to every training session, focus to every match, and a level of consistency that elevated the entire team. Whether it was showing up early, staying late, or setting the tone during the challenging moments, Ryder was the kind of teammate every player respects, and the kind of athlete every coach hopes to have. His dedication, leadership, and undeniable impact on the game made him an easy and well-deserved choice for this year's MVP, so congratulations, Ryder.
Alrighty, up next to present Male Lifter of the Year, Benjamin Cervantes.
Well, good evening, and well, first of all, as Sophia, Garrett, and myself were discussing this award, it did give us a chance to kind of reflect a little bit, and we do realize, it gave us a chance to realize just kind of how lucky we are. We do get to work with some exceptional young men and women every day. Your hard work, dedication, consistency, commitment really makes our jobs a lot easier. So, first off, I want to thank you for that. With that being said, there are many. As we were discussing this, there are a lot of guys that are deserving, but unfortunately, we can only pick one. And as we were talking about it, there was just one guy that we just kind of kept, who kind of set the bar. Every time his name came up, like, well, does he deserve more than this guy? Oh no, how about this guy? And so it just kind of became clear to us. And there's a guy he's not the most talented, but that's not the most physically talented guy, but he just kind of built himself up. I'm going somewhere with this, I swear. It's not a backhanded compliment, right? But just a guy that really had to build himself up. A guy that had his dedication to the training process, his commitment, hard work. And then there's there's no reason why there's guys that are maybe physically talented, and there's no reason why they can't be just as dedicated. I guess I'll apologize in advance for but I guess it's not really fair to those guys though, because you could be just that. It's not your fault that you're that talented or anything. But anyways, when you have a guy that kind of has to go through this basic route of redshirting, and then you work your way up to kind of having a limited role, then you're a rotational guy, and then eventually you're a full-time starter, and just in this culture of kind of now, gimme, where it's easier than ever to transfer or quit or anything like that. The guys that kind of stick it through, and they're just kind of they're better for it in the end, and kind of earn a level of respect that you can't earn any other way. And I've only been here 2 years, so I've only seen it for really the back end of his journey. But it's been a pleasure working with this young man for the last 2 years. So apologies, all right, but male lifter of the year is Ren Jacobs.
I've seen Ren lift some pretty heavy weights in the weight room. He's pretty physically developed. I don't know if it was Ben or Ren, but someone got it done. He's been doing a pretty good job. All right. Well, I'm up here to present the Female Lifter of the Year award. Just as Ben said, it's our job here to kind of be behind this background, develop athletes behind the scenes. But it's really amazing when we've only been here 2 years and we can have people that can step up and set the bar. And it really is a true accomplishment to these people, that they're able to come in, not just be strong in the weight room and on the weights, but also on the field and also as leaders. And I think that speaks a lot more volumes. Like we said, there's a lot of competitiveness going on in this award. There's a lot of different sports, a lot of different demands, and a lot of different things going on. But this award, I almost like to say, is someone who is just a leader in all different aspects, that is strength and conditioning. Not necessarily just the heaviest weight lifted, but also the leadership role that they take in the weight room. So for this year, my female athlete lifter of the year is Abby Grubbys. Alrighty, up next to present the Women's Basketball Award, Cassie Kosovo.
Alright, get used to my face. I've got 2 more times up here. So, again, I have the pleasure of speaking about our women's basketball team and their season a little bit. Again, this year brought some challenges, and there were moments when the outcomes didn't reflect their effort. But through it all, the team showed incredible strength, resilience, and a deep, deep belief in their culture. Whether it was grinding through tough practices, lifting each other up off the court, or leaving it out there during games, each player embodied what it meant to be a hard rocker. Their season was a true reflection of grit, unity, and unwavering commitment. A few accomplishments that I want to share with this team. They finished 3rd in the RMAC in offensive rebounds per game, a testament to their hustle and their grit. Yep. 3 individuals were named RMAC All-Conference Honorable Mention: Piper Bauer, Morning Grace Spotted Bear, and Savea Mansfield. Savea had a real strong season, finishing 12th in the conference in scoring, 20th in rebounding, and an impressive 6th in field goal percentage. Piper made history by setting the school record for career three-pointers with 302. That is a lot. She also ranked 3rd in the RMAC for three-pointers made per game. And academically, the team excelled. 6 members earned all academic honors, including a first-team all-academic selection for Savea. Congratulations on a successful season of milestones and moments to be proud of. Again, we want to recognize one individual who stood out among them all. And you get to come stand by me while I talk about you. This season's MVP is Morning Grace Spotted Bear. Alright, Morning Grace is the kind of player every coach aspires to have on their team. She's consistently demonstrated exceptional skills, a relentless work ethic, and unwavering commitment to the team. Morning Grace's leadership both on and off the court has been inspiring, and her contributions invaluable. This season, Morning Grace made a significant impact across multiple statistical categories in the RMAC. She ranked in the top 10 in 4 different areas, highlighting her versatility and all-around excellence. She finished the season 7th in rebounding, 8th in free throw shooting percentage, 8th in block shots, and 8th in steals. And she finished 17th in scoring with 12.9 points per game. Congratulations, Morning Grace.
All right, up next to present the Men's Basketball Award, Athletic Director David Crum.
All right, I'm going to have to be honest with you. When Cassie told me I had to do the men's basketball, I did not hear her say I had to give a season review. So, in my defense, I've been married for 25 years, and I've never heard my wife ever say, "You never listen to me." So, just saying. So, I have some notes for this season with the men's basketball teams. The results may not have been what they wanted. That's life. Sometimes you don't get what you hope for, and honestly, you don't get what you work for. And this team, throughout the year, always stuck together. They worked hard. They never gave up. And the resilience that they showed as characters and young men are unbelievable. So I'm just very proud of this team and everything they've gone through and everything they've accomplished. But I do have one note about their accomplishment. December 3rd, 2024. We beat the school to the north, the Bumblebees or Blue Jackets or whatever they're called. So give it up for the men's basketball team. The MVP has some skills that I have as well, because I told him every time I saw him before a game, shoot every time you touch the ball. And he didn't do that. The MVP for this year's men's basketball, Keegan Smith. Some accolades of Keegan: 2-time All-RMAC, 3-time College Sports Communication Academic All-District, 4-time All-RMAC Academics as well. He averaged over double digits, over 5 rebounds a game, and he has over 1,100 points in his career, which puts him in the top 30 of all time for South Dakota Mines. So Give it up again for Keegan.
Alrighty, up again, Cassie Kosova for the cheer award.
I brought water this time. I wasn't supposed to be up here for this one, but Coach Von Eye, her daughter's a senior in high school and had a track meet today in Presho. Who can tell me where Presho is? Oh, a lot. It's far away. And so she, unfortunately, the meet ran long and wasn't able to get here, so I get to talk about the cheer team. So these are notes from Ashley, so just pretend I've got long hair, beautifully done, and I'm short. Yep. So, as the coach, I like to have something for our team to strive for every season. Since we don't compete against other RMAC teams like the rest of you, the cheer team uses this night to recognize our community service efforts. In the past, the Hard Rocker team has not only volunteered the most out of all the cheer teams in the RMAC, but they have also volunteered more than any other Division II team in this country. Woo! Our main objective on campus is to support those who need us. This means we try to volunteer as much as possible, whether it be the whole team or one individual. The cheer team consists of 17 athletes between our fall and spring teams. Collectively, they volunteered 247 hours around campus and our beautiful community. The Grubby Award recipient is determined by the number of hours sacrificed for the betterment of the community and our campus. I'm incredibly proud of all they have accomplished. With that said, I'd like to announce this year's Grubby Award recipient, Bailey Jewell. Bailey committed to 45 different volunteer opportunities. Yeah, totaling just shy of 89 hours. Thank you, Bailey, for all the time and effort you put into this team, this college, and this community. Thank you for being willing to go above and beyond for our cheer team and always stepping up when help is needed. Congratulations, Bailey.
Up next to present the golf award, Lucas Wheeler.
Only my mom calls me Lucas Garrett. Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody. Congratulations to everyone out there on great seasons that you all had. Thank you to the administration, to our trainers, strength and conditioning coaches. Coach Sophia was absolutely amazing this year for our teams. You know you're doing your job well when your team will not stop complaining and whining the next day about it. So thanks to her, Eric, and Ben. This year was it was a good year for both teams. I'll start off with the women. We didn't have the start that we wanted, but they worked really hard through the winter, and then had a really good spring, and then finished strong at our conference championship a couple weeks ago in Vegas. So we ended up breaking the 54-hole record by 20 strokes, which was amazing. So, and we got everybody coming back for next year. So, good things are looking great for the women's side. I hate doing this because I don't like to single out one person on the team, but I'm told I have to. So this woman golfer, she had a great sophomore year. She had her first collegiate win at the Hard Rocker Invite. She finished in the top 3 twice this year. She had the low round of the year of 71 at the Southern Colorado Open down in Pueblo. She works her tail off every single day during practice, in the weight room, in the classroom. She's 3.9 GPA. Last year, she was an All-American Scholar for the Women's Golf Association. She should be again this year. She was recently the, what's that, NSCA? Strength and Conditioning All-American. She was nominated and received that award this year also. So without further ado, Kenzie Schrader. On the men's side, I'm just going to dive right into it. This golfer is going to be probably one of the most decorated scholar athletes that comes out of South Dakota Mines. He is a 3-time Summit Award winner, has carried a 4.0 for 4 years in electrical engineering. Countless, I didn't have enough room on my paper for all the academic stuff. All RMAC, academic, you name it, he won it. He's gonna go change the world, as they like to say, when he leaves here next week. There's much more to these MVP things than just golf. So, and this is the reason why he has won this, because he absolutely deserves it, and that's Braden Jones. Just really quickly, I forgot, I'd like to thank Hanukkah Schooler helping me out this year as an assistant. She's going to be missed. She's graduating on Saturday with her master's and heading to the Air Force. So I will put out a sign-up sheet to anybody that wants to help drive the other van next year.
Alrighty, back up again. Coach Stevens to present the track athlete of the year.
Tell us the cabbage story.
The cabbage? You mean about the dead person in Kabul? Or what about the lynx I killed with my bare hands in Alaska? That one's pretty good too. No, this is not about me. Stop being so selfish. Okay, we're gonna do ladies first. Let me find my notes. Okay, so this young lady, her name is Addie. We have several Addies, so don't get excited yet. She throws things a long ways. She is a person I've observed grow in character. And I think college is a really cool opportunity to become a stronger man or a stronger woman. I think when I saw her as a freshman, there was a lot of tears and there was a lot of, anxiety, right? I have observed a young lady that has matured into calmness, into composure. When she has a bad day, she holds her composure. She does a wonderful job leading in that way as a team captain. Appreciate the value she adds to our team as a point scorer. She's an all-conference athlete. She's second all-time here at the School of Mines in shot put and javelin. Addie Skank. This last one's pretty hard for me to pick. We have a good men's team. There was a lot of guys that stepped up. You know, a little bit challenging thing about this award is we're in season still right now. We've got guys that have qualified for the NCAA championships and a few going to the last chance qualifier. And so it's tough, and we can base it on last year a little bit too. But you know, I'm going to give this award, and literally there's other people I could talk about that almost have a similar credential to them. So I do believe, though, in the end, I know I made the right decision. He's a senior. He's team captain. I'm most jealous of his upcoming internship in the state of, not an internship, I'm sorry, he's going to be graduating, so it's called a job. In the state of Alaska. I had the great privilege of going to Alaska right after graduate school, and it presented to me a lot of opportunities to stay alive, not eat food for 7 days, scratch my fingernails off in the dirt looking for something called gold. Oh dear Lord, like that was a good idea. But adventure of a lifetime, and I'm super jealous he gets to now experience all of what I did, hopefully making more money than what I did. And he's going to be working in a gold mine. So, hey, that's awesome. All right, so go ahead and come on up, and I'm going to keep talking about you. Hey, I didn't say your name. Aiden Thompson. I think it's like 8 or 10 all-conference awards at this point. I think like 8 NCAA qualifying performances. You know, the coolest thing of all, get over here. The coolest thing of all is he won the conference championships in the decathlon at the outdoor championships last week. Cole, I know he won the conference in the 400 hurdles, but he's taller, so that's why I picked him. So the decathlon ends with the 1500, and most decathletes are speed power athletes, right? They're ballistic, they're explosive, they're good coordination and all that kind of stuff. They're not really distance runners. It's just not really their thing. So most decathletes abhor the 1500 meters. It's exhausting, it's, you know, pain cave city. So anyway, he's kind of an anomaly. He's actually capable, in spite of his enormous size, of running good for a long period of time. And he likes it. I mean, I was a miler in college, and dear God, I didn't like it. But it's super cool because it came down to him having to win that event by a certain amount of time and beat his opponent by a certain amount of time in order to win the championship. Because he didn't come into the 10th event in the lead. He came in second, right? Yeah. So he's by far the best 1500 meter in the decathlon. He goes out like a bat out of Hades, puts himself in the hurt locker right away at the end of lap 1 or 2, holds on to it, the most relaxed form I've ever seen a guy, breathing, wheezing as much as he was, pushes down the home stretch, driving his arms and knees, and beats the guy by enough time to win the conference title. And I came up to him afterwards, and after he, you know, calmed down, and I said, Aiden, that was the most perfect race I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Because it was hard to run alone, you had all the pressure in the world on you, this was your last chance at a conference title, and you either do it or you're not. And he ran a personal record to achieve it, and I'm super proud of him. I'm super sorry to see him go, but we wish him the best. Oh, and now I'm going to thank people. I'm going to do something a little different. I want everybody who's done something good for me, who said something encouraging to me, who's given me some constructive criticism, right? We all need that. I want you to remember that moment when you told me something I needed to hear, or you did something really cool that blessed me or helped help my program. And I want you to thank yourself, because I thank you. There's too many people to mention. But if you've done that for me or my program or my family in any way, I appreciate you, and God bless you. Thank you.
All right, next for Academic Athlete of the Year, we have Jonathan Gibson.
It's an honor to be here. I'm not going to be able to provide much context for either of these student athletes because I don't know them and was asked to do this 2 days ago. So this award is given to the individual with the highest GPA for 2 consecutive semesters. Due to the timing of this award being announced being before the semester ends, we calculated and used the GPA from the prior 2 semesters. Tie breaks were decided by total credits taken and total quality points between the 2 semesters, and finally freshmen were ineligible. So this year's Women's Academic Athlete of the Year is Josie Wickersham. This year's Men's Academic Athlete of the Year is Braden Jones.
Next up, we have Leader of the Year, presented by Cassie Kosima.
Alright, I promise this is the last time. Again, I have the pleasure of introducing our Male and Female Leadership Awards. These honors are especially meaningful as nominees are submitted by their coaches and selected through a vote by athletic administration and head coaches. They recognize student athletes who consistently lead by example on the field, in the classroom, on the court, on the track, and throughout our community. This year's Male Leadership Award recipient is Jake Martinelli. Just a few words from Jake's coach. Jake was distinguished himself as a true leader on and off the field. A captain of the football team, he also serves as president of SAC, a tutor in the Student Success Center, a peer mentor for first-year students, and last spring he was one of 6 students inducted into the South Dakota Mines Leadership Hall of Fame. Yeah. Jake exemplifies the idea that leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about taking care of those in your charge. Please join me in thanking Jake for his outstanding commitment to leadership on the football field, within our department, and across the community. Same criteria. Joining Jake in earning this honor is our Female Leadership Award recipient, Kylie Metzger. Again, a few words from her coach. Kylie has served as the volleyball team captain for the past 4 years and has helped lead the program through 5 record-breaking seasons. She also was inducted into the South Dakota Mines Leadership Hall of Fame last spring. There's a theme. And currently serves as the Vice President of SAC. Kylie also sits on the board of the Hard Rocker Women's Organization, tutors through the Tyoshpe Scholars Program, and earlier this year led the creation of a financial literacy event for all student athletes. Kylie has proven to be one of the most impactful leaders in the history of the volleyball program, leaving behind some big shoes to fill, ladies. Help me thank Kylie for her dedication to the team, the department, and the campus.
presented by Athletic Director David Crum.
So this is the last two awards of the night, so I want to just a couple quick thank yous. I want to thank SAC for all the work you've done throughout the year and all the leadership you've shown. So if you're on SAC, please stand up. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I also want to thank all the administrative staff in the department. We all do everything we do every day for all of you out there. And these men and women they come to work every day for you. My motto is always student athletes first and foremost. And we have a great group of professionals here, so please give it up to all the administrative staff and all they do all year long. So thank you. Last thank you is off to a rough start. Forgetting the president, but totally redeemed yourself, done a wonderful job. Give it up to his favorite, Karen. I have the honor to announce the two athletes of the year. I'm going to start with the females. Ladies first. Being a girl dad, I got to make sure I do that. So I'm going to announce your name and then read all the accolades because it'll take that long for you to get up here. So the senior volleyball player, Alessandro Miani. Had a historic career for our program, finishing first team all-RMAC, first team all-academic, all-conference, first team academic all-region, first team all-region, honorable mention all-American, she should have been an all-American, led the RMAC in kills and points, was named all-tournament team in both of the non-conference tournaments, and this year, as Coach Lauren said earlier, over 15,000 career kills, finished her career with us for 2 seasons, probably the best 2 seasons in Division II history, Hard Rocker volleyball. So truly one of the best women's volleyball players we've ever had here at South Dakota Mines. So give it up for all of them. In the male athlete of the year, Henry Dragon. Henry was our first team American Football Coaches Association All-American, and the first one in South Dakota Mines in Division II history. He had that award. Also named a Don Hansen Honorable Mention All-American. Henry was first team All-Conference tight end for 2 years in a row, and was a Super Region 4 All-Region tight end. He was a member of the Elite 100 team through DTFootball.com. So give it up for Henry. All right, as we wrap up tonight's Grubbys, I want to say how incredibly proud I am of you, of all of you. Every single one of you. The commitment that you guys and the balance that you do from your community service, your academics, and your athletic achievements, you're truly amazing in everything you do. So I just want to tell you how proud I am and celebrate everything you do representing South Dakota Mines in Hard Rocker athletics. To our graduating seniors, congratulations. We can't wait to see all the amazing things and the impact you're going to do in this world when you leave South Dakota Mines. And everybody else leaving the university, you always have a home here at South Dakota Mines. You're always a Hard Rocker, no matter where you finish, where you start. Just don't go to Black Hill State, for God's sake. So, for everybody facing finals, best of luck. Finish strong. You got this. So, wish you, everybody else, have a great summer. And I look forward to seeing all of you next fall. So, thank you for the great night, and go Hard Rockers.